through some of the things that the members of parliament are expected to be looking into as they return to a busy schedule with crucial bills awaiting their consideration. Topping the agenda is the Supplementary Appropriations Bill, which aims to adjust government spending for the current fiscal year. The Budget and Appropriations Committee will present a report before the House, debate and consideration. This follows the conclusion of the Departmental Committee reviews on Supplementary Estimates 1, designed to align government expenditures with the current needs. Now, if approved, a Supplementary Appropriation Bill 2024 will be introduced to amend the recently assented Appropriation Act. Another key item on the agenda is the County Revenue Allocation Amendment Bill, which seeks to amend the Primary Act to align county revenue with current needs. Of course, there's quite a number of issues that the members of parliament will be looking into. But I also want us to take a look at one key issue that will be happening, and that has to do with the reconstitution of the cabinet. And the members of parliament, of course, will be vetting these cabinet nominees. Yesterday, Speaker of the National Assembly, that is Moses Wetangula, did say all cabinet nominees will be vetted. And of course, this in response to some who were in the previous cabinet because they were reappointed or nominated once again to be able to serve in the next cabinet. Will they be taken through the same process? Of course, we do want to take a look at that and how this is going to be done in a different way so that we do not get to see what happened before. Let me start with you, Honorable Elachi, because you're one of the people that are going to sit in the House and, take a look at the record of this particular cabinet secretary nominees and decide whether they are going to be serving the country or not. We have 6 that have been reappointed again. In the vetting process, what should be done different this time around so that we do not get to see, calling for an entire cabinet to be dissolved in the next 2 months?
I am hoping the committee is well prepared. I know the vetting will be very, very vigorous. Before even us, the citizens will vet them. Mm-hmm. And what the committee should just decide, if the citizens vet you and the issues they are raising are issues they are coming in with memorandums and bringing evidence, then that is where your test starts. Okay. So what do you do at that time? So they must go somewhere and think through completely their vetting process. Mm-hmm. That if indeed one, memorandum 1 comes 2, 3, because one of the things we've been running away from, and maybe that is what is also hurting the president, is when you say you have to prove until proven guilty.
Innocent until
now
proven
that thing
guilty.
Kenya has to stop. Because it seems when people say something about you, it's not a joke. They have. Now this one is easier because what is going to happen is that many people are going to bring quite a number of information. Some will be your enemies, fine. How have you worked with your staff is very critical also, because they are the ones who are going to release the documents. Okay. So it's up to them.
All right.
And that's why I've always said, when you're in any government ministry, always remember your tray in and out is very critical. Because one day it can bite you.
We have 6 members that have, could be coming back to the cabinet, the fresh cabinet that will be formed. What's your take on that first? Because you see, there's been an argument. Why did we send them away if at all we're just going to bring them in the same particular docket?
Well, my honest opinion is I wish we started with new ones. I'm not saying you cannot return them, but for purposes of showing Kenya, we are now changing. The president would have just given himself time, sit and have a team that vets for him properly, and then you send in names. And the other thing, I don't know why you send in one batch and let the other. The best is you send the whole batch, so that if there's an uproar, you know how to sort out the whole thing. Now,
you said you have to test the waters.
You don't test waters when your country is like this. You don't. Yeah. But for me, I will say in a humble way, I don't have the right answers. I have said how you worked in your dockets that you were given by the president determines your vetting. If you knew you were good to your officers, then you are good. If there's anything, and go in your closet and start looking at, that you ever did in any of the ministries, and they have carried those documents, they will give it to someone else, it will land in your vetting.
Okay.
Then now you'll start babbling what to say and what to do. That is how Kenya is right now. And I want to also tell the president, the government is a government, yes, but always remember, you come in when you find people who have stayed with different governments. Their allegiances is at their work. They don't care about their allegiances the way us politicians will care with our political parties. And so you might find you have a split. It's only that we can't say, but you have a split. There are those who are with you, there are those who are not. So how do you bring both back together so that we move as